My people, how are they this morning? See, now Wike na come out last night. Can't defend the indefensible. As usual. Yes, with the current situation we all they pass through right now for Nigeria, Wike can come out now and say the economy is booming, Tinubu is doing well, and we should expect more from Tinubu. I know we'll say much, but I would like us to listen to what Wike have to say.
That was the election they accused you of rigging using every
possibility. Yes, I rigged. When Jonathan was minister, was the president, I rigged. When Buhari was president, was not correct. I also rigged in 2023 when Buhari was still president. And
why were you rigging? No. The question that people will be asking tonight is that this government has pleaded with Nigerians to say the policies that we're making is going to bring some very difficult moments for Nigerians, but in the end, it will ease. The question is, when will that
take for example?
Do you have a timeline?
Are you talking
for Nigerians to start
today now? Are you talking about today that the fuel has not stabilized? The fuel
there's availability of the fuel, but it's almost 4 or 5 times than what Nigerians were buying for this government.
You must also face the reality. Talk about you said that availability now. Before there was no availability, and also the price was high. Now it's availability. Today the price of fuel is coming down a bit. You were here when the president of World Trade Organization, nobody will say, look, the economy is being stabilized. Today, we are always saying that, look, we don't know what the exchange will be tomorrow morning. The next 2 hours, nobody is sure. But today you can say, for how many months now? It's been hovering within that cycle. That's what we call stability. You can now say, okay, this is the current rate of our exchange, the dollar. And therefore, I can plan my business or my business is like this. It wasn't like that before. So we must always comment when we see the reality on ground.
So the minister, what I'm driving at,
yes,
and I'm not talking about the people who live in the city. It's easy for those who live in the city to get uncomfortable with the conversation of the sufferings of Nigerians because maybe they're not feeling it directly. But I'm talking about the average person who make the most of the population of this country, who have not started to feel the traces of what the policies of this government and the fruit that is bringing, the pains that are still feeling, transportation costs, food prices.
When the economy is bad, the economy does not know those who are living in the city alone. Now that the economy talks about those who are living in the rural areas. It is not are you not saying that everybody that's in the city is rich or can afford? That is not the truth. If the economy is not only hard for those in the rural areas, and then it's good for those living in the city.
The purchasing power, the graph of the purchasing power will also be determined about the quantity of money that is available to you.
Do you know, first of all, where does the food in the city come from?
Because mostly from the farm,
from the rural area. So they produce the food. And then when they produce the food, it comes to where?
Come to the city.
So when it comes to the city, those who live in the city buy the food. At what cost? So you will also know that those who live in the city also face the pains when the economy is bad. So you cannot say only those living in the rural area. It is not correct. But what I'm saying, that every Nigerian is entitled to have a good living. The president is not here for only the rich and not the poor. The president is not only for the poor and not the rich or the middle class. It is the responsibility of every government to cater for every Nigerian, irrespective of their status.
You are a member of the PDP and you work in this government.
Yes.
And there's a lot of pressure.
Yes.
And there are a lot of people who are coming together too to say what this government is doing is not good. We don't believe in what they are doing. Your very good friend, former governor of Rivers State, Amaechi, has said when he gets into power, he's going to fix corruption. And that there's a lot of corruption going on in this government. And there are a lot of voices like that who believe that what is going on right now under this administration is leading us nowhere. And that's why you see the opposition coalition coming together and they have won. And you people should not come back in 2027 because they're sending you out of town.
Okay. Actually, will you grant me this opportunity? Now you mentioned. And that's why I say it's only in Nigeria we forget this easily. We trivialize issues. A man comes to tell you that he will solve the issue of corruption in 1 month. Is the man taking the issue of corruption very serious?
Is it not possible?
How can it be possible? Okay, let us even start from this antecedent. He was a governor for Rivers State, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, fine, very much. I like that. I'll take it one after the other. What can be more corruption when you don't want an arm of government to exist? Take, for example, can there be good governance without obeying the rule of law? Can there be good governance without the rule of law? Can there be good governance without adherence to the rule of law? Can there be? I'm asking.
Yeah. No,
fine. Okay. A man who was a governor refused the judiciary to operate. A man who was a governor who would stop corruption sealed up the State High Court for almost 2 years.
That's your predecessor.
Yes, that's the person you
were there with him that time.
I was not there. I was a minister of state education. You have to realize this. You have to realize this. The man who wanted to say he will stop corruption was the man who refused judiciary to exist. Stopped High Court for nearly 2 years. People had cases in court. People had their businesses in court to settle. The court was shut down almost 2 years.
But that's not the whole story.
No, I'm calling.
There were issues.
Excuse me, what were the issues?
There were issues surrounding that.
Excuse me, what are the issues? You refused to obey the recommendations of National Judicial Council. Your Judicial Service Commission made a recommendation to the National Judicial Council for appointment of who will be the substantive chief judge. And it is the incumbent of National Judicial Council to recommend based on the recommendation of the Judicial Service Commission. The governor refused that he will not obey the National Judicial Council, which is the apex body that recommends the appointment of judges and chief judges as the case may be. Don't be in a horse. So that you know the man who will fight corruption and corruption in 1 month. He then went and brought the president of Customary Court of Appeal. Justice PNC Agumago, retired, who of course was suspended by the Nigerian Judicial Council. That's one. Can such a man really be the one that can fight corruption in 1 month? 2, you remember that he was indicted by Judicial Panel of Inquiry on some of the properties, assets of Rivers State government.
Under your administration.
It doesn't matter. It must be somebody must be in charge at that time.
But remember, you orchestrated it.
Well, when I orchestrated, I did not orchestrate. He went to court. The same court he shut down. And he was the first person, when we opened the court, he was the first person that ran to the court. Said, look, protect me. That was why the judge said, the court is not only for the poor, it's only for the rich. You shut this court down. Now you are the first person that have now rushed to court for protection. But be it as it may, he was fully indicted. He went to court. The court said, yes, the panel was right. He went to Court of Appeal. The Court of Appeal said the panel was right. He went to Supreme Court. The Supreme Court upheld the judgment of the 2 courts. And that judgment was given 2 days to the primaries of All Progressive Congress in 2022. And what were the issues? The man who went to fight corruption in 1 month, our gas turbine, $308 million. He sold it to the Sahara. Where's the body? Which account did they pay to? He spent $30 million on Caribbean White Hospital.
But the gas turbine.
No, I'm coming.
You came into. You didn't see the money. You can't trace.
It's not there.
But you are not able to trace.
No, that's why we tried to prosecute him. He was right there. I'll come to that. $30 million US. He said he put Caribbean White Hospital. Where is the foundation of the hospital? Where is the foundation? Can he go today and say, look at the foundation I dug for $30 million US? 3. The monorail. He spent $74 billion to 74 billion naira. Where is the monorail?
You stopped it?
No.
The monorail passes right in front of the government house. But you didn't believe in the project.
No, it's not true. If there's a road you have done, people will be using the road and if you don't complete it, they will know that you have started the road and it's being used, but the road phase we can complete it. It's not correct.
You said that the rail is to nowhere. Yes, I remember interviewing you.
That's what I'm trying to say. How would you have spent 74 billion naira in 1-point-something kilometer? Something that you do has no impact. Taking traffic from where to where. But anyway, if you have even completed the 1 kilometer, let it be that it is on use first. It is in use. Let us say so. Before we talk, okay, well, it is finished, it's being used. I'm talking about someone who want to fight corruption. He took our legacy plane, to Germany for 12 years, no record, until I came. And we started looking for it, till I found it. And I had to go to Germany. We had to do everything, spend money to bring back that plane. That's what the state government is doing today. What of our Dash 8? He sold to his friend, the former governor of Cross River State, Lee Aliboke, $5 million US. Where is the plane? Where is the body? He will stop correction in 1 month.
No record of this when
I'm telling you, sir. This is a man that will stop correction in 1 month. And you look at Nigerians, we are so daft, we don't know anything. It has come to the point where any politician can come and tell us and speak to you, and then you listen to such garbage that somebody will tell you stop corruption in 1 month in this country, which we are evaluating the issue of corruption. Now, take for example, let's go further. Corruption. This is a man who boasted. It's not about corruption. You see, corruption is not only talking about taking money. You don't understand me? That's not the only thing about corruption.
But it's largely what is destroying this country.
No, it's not. That is why.
I say it's largely.
No, it is one of the things. Okay, yeah. Take for example. When you try to influence somebody to do something in your favor, and the person refuses to do that, and the person is punished for not doing that which you want him to do, what is it called? Take for example. You know, that's why I laugh. This is the same man they were happy. Today they are talking about the ruling party trying to muzzle, trying to infiltrate their so-called party ADC. You remember when PDP were having problem with the body sheriff? This was the same man with his team. You know what happened to Justice Liman when the security invaded his house by 12 midnight in River State? Mm-hmm. You know, I was one who saved that situation. What happened? The PDP matter in that time was before Justice Liman. And everything was done for Justice Liman to give judgment in favor of Modi Sheriff, Al-Modi Sheriff. And when they found that it was difficult, they tried to do anything that would make sure that Justice Liman does not carry out or does not give that judgment. And so that happened. When that was aborted, did you see them go after Justice Liman again? No. What happened? When the matter got to Supreme Court, what happened? You have heard Amaechi boast. He was one of those who kicked out Justice Nogin. Why? They wanted Justice Nogin to give judgment to keep Ali Modi Sharif as the chairman of PDP. And that would have been the death of PDP as a party at that time. That was the ruling party then, APC, in government. Spearheaded by the same man who wanted to fight corruption.
But is it fair to attribute such to?
Not as if what is fair. Assuming.
You are saying that.
No. Look.
He was behind.
Do you know? I said I was the one. I was in charge of that matter. I was one who hired our lawyers, led by Wona Peku, led by Kanagabi, and fed by Isu Kala. So I was fully involved.
When you make the allegation,
I'm not making.
Amaechi
I'm
is
not
behind justice
listen,
for August
of course,
matter.
no. He has already, no. He has said this several times. That of course we have to put him out of the place. He has also said that he kicked out Jonathan from office. And would you say that you've never had it? The point, some of us, I think the problem is, it's unfortunate. I don't think that he remembers when he says all these things, that those who work with him before and after are still alive. And you wonder, you sit on the side and you watch a young man come out like that to make such statement, and you pinch yourself. What is going on here?
But they say that they want to fix Nigeria.
No,
that is what the ADC stands for.
No, the point he cannot. That's what I'm saying.
Mr. Rotimi Amaechi said he's going to be the next president of Nigeria.
Please.
If given the ticket.
Please. No, he knows he won't get the ticket.
Why?
No,
Why not?
Please. You see what he said, that I read, he said he knows the weaknesses of the president. So he knows how to defeat him. But he also knew the weakness of the president in 2022 when the president defeated him mercilessly in their primaries. He didn't know his weaknesses then. It is now he knew the weaknesses.
Maybe he has studied it and
okay, now he has studied it. But let me tell you, Nigerians know the last person they will give ticket, because you know that is dead on arrival. You know called dead on arrival. It's dead on arrival. Look, it's not, you see, how you will know? By your capacity. I don't like people who like, look, in 2014, 2015, you remember he was governor? Remember he was governor? And that was when I was run as a governor. Remember? What happened? We defeated him. And he was the DG of the President Buhari's campaign. It's not correct. He didn't get 15%. He was governor. It's okay. Jonathan was president then. Okay, no problem. 2019, President Buhari was the president. Late President Buhari was president. He was first grade A minister of transport then. He was also the DG of Mr. President campaign then. He was coming home with what I call battalions, soldiers. He was coming home. You remember what happened in 2019 election? You remember how Rivers women stood firm to say this cannot happen. He was, but we still defeated him. President Buhari never had.
Yeah, that was the election they accused you of rigging and using every possibility.
Yes, I rigged. When Jonathan was minister, was the president, I rigged. When Buhari was president, was not correct. I also rigged in 2023 when Buhari was still president. And
why were you rigging?
No, you said they said I rigged.
They are accused of rigging.
That's what I'm saying. I'm only trying to put it to you. You are governor. I rigged you because Jonathan was president. That's what I'm saying. I became governor. I rigged you. Buhari, Jonathan was no longer president. Buhari became president. I still rigged you. In 2023, you came and brought a governor. He didn't win. He supported a presidential candidate. He didn't win. I still rigged you. Why would I not be rigging you? When? I mean, you see,
so you are more superior than Amaechi locally in Rivers State as of today.
What do you mean by superior?
Politically superior.
Oh, no, it's not about being superior. I tell my people know what I will do, what I will not do.
So you are more popular. He said if both of you get to the streets.
Oh, please. You see, there are things I don't talk about. What is getting to the street? I mean, what is getting to the streets?
That is more popular than you.
Let us
You saw how people welcomed him
Wait, how many people?
in Port Harcourt.
Do you know that would be very embarrassing? Where you saw was VIP lounge. VIP lounge that I built. VIP lounge international airport that cannot take up to 20 vehicles. And when you see, it's not to boast, you know, it is, my people say, there is ground. You are arguing who in a wrestling who will win. Why not go there and wrestle? Why you? What's the argument? Why you? You see, antecedent of people will tell you. In 2027, he will be the first person that will say, no, I will not vote. There's rigging. It happened in 2015. When you told these people, no, as a sitting governor, you told people, no, don't vote again. I even heard him say, let anybody challenge him if he has ever rigged the election. So why should a young man talk like this?
I'm not the president.
Advice,
What advice? I've spoken to everybody concerned on this issue before the election. Spoken completely. There are those of us who oppose the reappointment of Mahmoud. The person who nominated him for appointment is a member of Tinubu's camp. So what are you expecting? Success? Here in River State, Mahmoud worked under Wike as Executive Secretary of Third Fund. So what you're having in River State is that APC, SDP and others are contesting election not against PDP, against INEC, against police.
So are you saying that the situation is hopeless now?
Completely hopeless. Are you hopeful? Be honest, as a president, are you hopeful?
You see, if we the people we're not serious this time in proper preparation for 2027, now so go your day. Actually, you see the way they blame Tinubu now. Who will take over from Tinubu after Tinubu don't do it 8 years? We will still continue to the complain. Yes. Until we bring ourselves together and speak in one voice. It will be like say we don't get where we they go for this country. What do I know? This is NAIJA Watch Media. Join us every day, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. Let's continue to talk about the things that affect you and I. Take care, guys, and bye for now.